The Hokulea's inspirational worldwide voyage will be shared in a film which will be shown this Saturday in Kailua. And here with details, we're happy to welcome Hokulea navigator Kailani Murphy and Davis Price from Ohan. What an amazing project to get to share with the community. Thank you for coming on Living 808 to tell us about this.
Thanks for having us.
Well, can you tell us more about A Ho'okanaka and what this is all about?
So Ho'okanaka is an effort being launched by the Office of Hawaiian Affairs to celebrate young and emerging leaders in our community. And we're launching this effort with a series of screenings of Moana Nui Akea, the documentary about the worldwide voyage of the Malama Honua worldwide voyage that Hokulea embarked on. And we're doing it in locations where we're featuring some of the young navigators that were featured in the film in their hometown. So for example, on Saturday, we'll be in Kailua at 5:30. We'll be featuring the screening, and two of the navigators featured in the film, Haunani Kane and Kaleo Wang. And then we'll be following that up with a screening on November 17th in Hilo, where we'll be featuring Kailani Murphy, Pomai Broderman, and Pua Lincoln in their home island of Hawaii.
I want to ask you, because we're seeing this amazing footage, and I know, it's such a celebration around the world when it came home, but to get to share this now in this type of vehicle, what this will be like for you to relive these moments and in your hometown.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think part of it is just thanking everyone here at home who supported the voyage and knowing that without them, we couldn't have done it. It wouldn't have been possible. So it's nice to bring it back home to them. And I think Na'alahu Anthony and OEV-TV and the filmmakers did such an amazing job of capturing these incredible stories that we could bring back home and share with our home.
It's wonderful. It inspired so many people, especially in a time when there's so much negative news and so much that this was such an uplifting, positive element to share with everyone at home. Why is this initiative important, you think, at this time, given the current situation?
Well, Ho'okanaka was a concept developed by some of the staff members at OHA to really celebrate a generation of leaders that seem to be rising in Hawaii, doing community-based work. It just so happens that a number of them also partook on this voyage. So it was fitting to use this voyage and this film to highlight some of those leaders, and then we hope to carry that out. And the work that they're doing that really kind of all stems from Malama Honua in their communities is tackling challenges such as climate change, affordable housing, equitable education, protection of environment. So I think they're taking a real fresh approach and being very creative about embracing community and empowering our communities to solve these problems. So we just wanted to take some time to feature that and showcase some of the positive things like you mentioned.
After coming home from this amazing worldwide voyage, were there some leadership takeaways, some lessons that really affected you?
Absolutely. I've been fortunate to be involved with Hokulea for about the last 20 years or so. And every single time I go voyaging, learn something new. Actually, on this voyage, probably the most stressful thing was being asked to be a leader. And something I guess that really sticks with me is, my sister, my very dear friend, Pomai Broderman, when she and I were asked to lead Hokulea's return leg home from Tahiti, we knew that we had to surround ourselves with people that were going to be like the best team possible. So I think that was just the decision to accept that kuleana was a hard one for us to come to. But we knew that if we could surround ourselves with people that knew, like I know I don't know everything, and I'm not afraid to admit that. So having a support system and a team, so I think we, developing that really good team of people that everyone had, just the skill set was complete with the team we had.
Well, everyone is so inspired and looking to you as role models and everything, so it'll be great to share this. We'll put the information up again coming up Saturday, Kailua Beach Park. Go check it out. You can also meet and greets and upcoming events also in Hilo. Is there a website where people can get all the information?
oha.org/Ho'okanaka.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure having you on. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to checking in and hearing how this goes.
Mahalo nui for having us.